On the power play, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about before we kind of transition, and it does transition a little bit. Nils Höglander scores 2 goals in that game against the Calgary Flamestorm. All of these, again, at even strength. No surprise, we know they're all going to be coming at even strength for Nils Höglander. This is a list of who he has more 5-on-5 goals than this season. Connor McDavid, William Nylander, Leon Draisaitl, Kyle Connor, Nikita Kucherov, Sidney Crosby, Kirill Kaprizov, Jason Robertson, Connor Bedard, Jake Gensel, and Brady Tkachuk. That was from Canucks Place on Twitter. He posted that, and it was an interesting stat to read. And Harmon got me thinking about the power play a little bit, because right now P.S. Suter is in the bumper spot there, and I feel like at this point we know that they need a left-handed shot in the net front position. Like, they need a left-handed shot in that spot for the power play to work. Full stop, right? We know it needs to be a left shot for JT Miller to be effective on the half wall, and that's what we've seen lately. And look, no knocks against P.S. Suter. I think he's actually been really good, and maybe a tad underrated at 5-on-5 with how well he's played this season, but not sure I'd have him in the power play anymore. Like, again, I know it's working right now, like the power play is, but it just feels like Nils Höglander is knocking down the door. And I know we're less than a month away from playoff games, but I think long-term success for this power play and heading into the playoffs, I feel like your only other left shot option is Nils Höglander. I think sooner or later you're going to have to do it, and I think they should do it sooner rather than later. I think Nils Höglander should be on that power play, should be on power play 1, right in that spot where P.S. Suter is. I think he should be there today.
Yeah, I'm torn on that. I do agree that I don't think Suter is the answer there. In the medium term, there was a play where Miller faked a shot, slid it into the middle for a high danger chance, and Suter shot it straight into Markstrom's crest. Where you're like, okay, if you're a bumper shooter there, you've got to be consistent about hitting corners, whether it's short side, far side. You can't hit. Like, a goalie's, because you're in the middle of the ice in that bumper spot, a goalie's also going to be in the middle of his net when you're taking that shot. So you need to be accurate and have a quick release, where I'm not confident Suter has that shooting ability. Then the next question is, well, does Höglander have it? And he might. I think if you look at most of Höglander's goals this season, they've been in and around the blue paint. A lot of them have been greasy. So it doesn't necessarily indicate that he has that high-end shooting ability from, say, the high slot. So I'm not sure Höglander's the answer there either. But if Suter continues lacking production in that bumper spot, I wouldn't mind giving Höglander a shot there.
Yeah, I think maybe it's premature to say, yeah, it's got to happen today. I'm just thinking that eventually, Harmon, that power play is going to dry up again. And instead of panicking on April 14th and saying our power play has been stagnant for the past couple of weeks and we're about to head into playoffs, get to it now. Like, just do it now. Do it while it's hot. It feels like we know that that's going to be the solution. And I just think maybe getting in front of it might be the right idea. But again, maybe I'm a little too early on this. We'll see what happens. Just a thought I had with the way Nils Höglander's played and the way that all of his goals have come at even strength this season. Canucks Conversation is live Monday through Friday, every weekday at 2 p.m. over on the Canucks Army YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and interact in the YouTube live chat every day with us, folks.